buddies. I'm back working on the 1993 Ford Thunderbird, and it does have a lot of different things I need to work on, but one that I'm going to work on today is the power seat. So it will move up and down, but it won't move back and forth. But I did notice that, hey, it does move a little bit, so I think it might just be bound up a little bit. So this is what we've got so far. So I pulled the cover off this panel side just to see if maybe there was some binding or whatever, but it will move a little bit. So I just need to take these, there's 4 bolts. One's really big over there, and there's 2 smaller ones. So I'm gonna lift the seat up and see if I can like move it manually and see where we go. Okay, so I got the seat up. There is a spot on that shaft that you can put a wrench. There's the motors. So I'm gonna, I think, pull it out because I can't seem to get it to move. So I'll just unconnect these wires. It's just little tiny clips, and see if I can get this thing to move a little bit. So one of the things I'm doing is I'm taking my probe, my voltmeter, and putting it on these connectors so I can see what the polarity is. Oh, it's really hard to do it. But anyway, I just checked to see if there's 12 volts there. I was checking on my meter. There was like 12.5. So that way I can hook up power to that seat once I get it free, just to see if it moves back and forth before I put it back in. One of the things I'm going to do also is put some WD-40 or some oil or grease on the track just to sort of free it up, because it's probably been sort of grungy for a while. So that's where I am now. So back at the seat, I can move this, but it's not really moving the track. So I think I'm going to try to unbolt this part of the motor and see if I can get it to free up that way. And I can tie into these plugs here. I've got my little booster pack that I can use for power, and we'll see if we can get this thing freed up. Okay, well, I got it adjusted to where I want it to be to sit. It still doesn't move. I might have to see if I can find maybe a power seat bracket on like a pull and pay or something like that. It does adjust like up and down, but not back and forth, which that's sort of crucial. But if I'm only driving it, no big deal for right now. Got it all bolted back in. I got the side back on. So we'll just go from here, see what I can find. This is just, it's a project, so it'll be fun, I think. And we'll go from there. So please like and subscribe, and leave any comments, or maybe you've worked on cars like this and you got a suggestion. I'd love to hear it. So thanks again for watching. Take care. Well, I can't say so far with the new vehicle that I've fixed anything per se. With the seat, I just sort of put a band-aid on it so that I could adjust the seat to more my length. So I'm just going to do some research on seeing if I can just get the frame of the seat, or maybe I just need to buy a new seat that has the controls, or maybe I can get a manual seat. I'm just trying to do things on the cheap per se. So I'll be using like salvage yards. I know you might call them junkyards, and just see. It's a work in progress to see how I can do it. Some of the things that I've looked at just to see if things are working. I know that the blower motor's not working, which I'll be showing you what I found on that. And I know the window doesn't go down on the passenger side, but the motor's running. So it might not be the regulator, it might be just some gears. Sorry, I'm doing this outside in front of our house. So it might just be some gears on the regulator. There was lots of dash lights out. In fact, there were a total of 14 that are out. I know that the odometer reading is not correct, just because I've discovered that the odometer is not working at all. So that might just be some gears. So at first, yesterday, I was just, checking some bulbs on the dash to see, okay, which ones are out, which ones aren't. I'll have to pull the odometer, or the whole dash instrument cluster rather, out and see if I can open it up to see if the gears are bad, or maybe they're just loose, or I don't know. But I wasn't going to do a video on changing out light bulbs. I can show you more of that of when I pull the instrument cluster out to do some of the things. Just a lot of it is just I'm just checking some things out, but I'm enjoying it. The car's running really well. Actually, for the odometer, I've downloaded an app that I'm just using, that as I drive it, I'll turn it on. It's sort of like a mapping app, but not really. So it's just using GPS to determine my speed, and it's doing the odometer for me. So I'm keeping that so that I've got track of what's going on with it. So sorry, that's just sort of an update that I didn't leave on the previous part, so I thought I'd add it in. So I hope you enjoy this project. Please like and subscribe, and leave any comments or suggestions. I'm always open to those. And we'll go from there. So it will be sort of fun. It's an inexpensive project, and I just have some other thoughts of why I did it, but I'm not going to share right now. So take care, and thanks for watching.